Okay, so I guess I'll start because I've been here the longest of the three of us. I've been here, this is my 4th year at UFI, but it's my 5th year in the US. Something that I've noticed in terms of culture shock is how big everything is here. If you go to Walmart and everything, everything's huge. I haven't been to Costco yet, but I'm trying to get ready for that. And food portions are huge as well. Something that I've noticed too, as Paula said before, it's people are very friendly at first. You'll not find that in Spain that openly. I think it takes a little bit longer to be friendly with somebody from Spain. But I think, at least in our area, we're known for being very cold to people. But once you get to know us, we're supposed to be friends for life. So there's that. And yeah, we're always ready to give a helping hand as long as we know you enough. As far as coming here, apart from like the big portions and everything, the whole, at least at UFI, since it's such a big school, what you see is kind of like a movie-like experience. There's so many people. The campus is huge. It's enormous. I mean, in my university, which is not the same one that they went to, in total, we had 3 campuses, and in total we were about 60,000 people. So mine was the smallest one. It was 15,000 people, but there were just 4 buildings total. Here, however, you have 40,000 people, and there are so many. Like, it seems like a small city. What else? There's not such a mentality of RSOs and clubs back in Spain. And sports, you won't find that there. You're not going to have a college team or something. Just forget about that. It's not going to happen. We are bigger followers of national teams, football, like soccer. So if you get the chance to go to a soccer game, I would totally recommend it. I mean, we're big football fans here, opposing teams, but, and I don't know. I would take the chance. If you like fashion, go to Zara. It's the cheapest price range in the world. In the US, it's like double the prices in Spain. And since it's from Spain, you get something local. So, yeah. I don't know what else. I mean, I can't just think right off the bat, but I think they help out maybe.
My name is Eider. I've been here for 2 years. I got my master's here, and now I'm getting my PhD here too, and we are Spanish TAs, all of us. So for me, life here is very stressful, and this is very overwhelming. That's probably the worst thing. In Spain, you finish classes at like 5 p.m. and you can go out, grab a beer with friends, and stay out till like 10 p.m. Life is very simple.
It's kind of simple and chill, yeah.
And so people finish working at the office and they don't keep working at home. You finish work, that's it. You go out with friends, get dinner with them, enjoy time with family and friends. You don't keep working. Here you have very high salaries and big opportunities, but we nos conformamos.
Yeah, we're okay with what we have, I think.
Something I would add to that, not from my experience, more like what you guys are gonna experience when you get there, is that in Spain, life is usually more outside oriented, like what she was saying. You will go out with friends during the week to bars, you will say, but bars are very different in Spain from what you find here. Here, bars are usually dark. You're lucky if you get a couple windows. Children are not allowed in bars here, and you cannot get a coffee in a bar here, which might sound normal to you, but for us, bars and cafes are actually the same. So you go there and your friend can be having a beer and you can be having a coffee, and that's normal. You get like the whole range. And most bars, okay, we call them bars, but again, think of it as something different. It's not a dark place. It's not somewhere where children are not allowed. Actually, parents go to these bars with their children. So yeah, you can also have small bites, which are found on the bar, and you just grab them for, they're usually in the morning. If they last till the afternoon, you'll still find them, but they're usually made in the morning. And all bars have their own terraces, and very often they're found next to children parks as well. So then it's more like a family thing, like families can go there. So yeah, actually that's what I wanted to say. Like it's very normal after school or after work to go to a bar, have a drink, whatever you want, and maybe have a small bite as well. And you should make the most of that because the food is delicious as well.
Thinking of food, I remembered. Here, if you want to go grocery shopping, you must have a car, and you have to go outside of town. When you're home, grocery shops, they're smaller, but they're everywhere. So you could like go outside your building and probably like 5-minute walk, and you'll find like a supermarket, and you can find fresh food there. You can also buy bread. Like bread is just paramount in Spain. Like it's like there are like specific bakeries just for bread, not like fancy bakeries like cakes, muffins. No, bread. That's something I miss a lot, but that's gonna be great for you if you're hungry, or I don't know, you want to cook some specific dish instead of like, I have to take my car to Walmart. You just walk a couple of minutes and you're there. You can get everything. But yeah, definitely take advantage of the food. Don't go to McDonald's if you want to, like, treat yourself, but but honestly, I think it would be a pretty lousy treating yourself, because you can get way better food, and treat yourself to Spanish food, because that's actually a treat. Jamón, eat all of it. We really miss it here. You can't bring it here, so make sure you eat it there. I mean, we know people who bring it here, but we don't know really.
Bring it here every time I come here, like 5 kilos, and no.
All of them.
I bring it all the time.
A mí me quitan todo.
¿Serio? We need to keep in touch.
Yeah, we need to keep in touch with that.
I bring like so many.
Seriously, it's so good, but at the same time, oh my God. Whoops. At the same time, depending on which kind you buy, it can be cheap. It's not going to be like super fancy jamón, but any type of jamón is good, honestly. I haven't tried it. It's like pizza. If pizza is bad, it's okay. It's still okay, but same with jamón. That's at least how I see it. So,
Yeah. And also a very good thing that we have is that our public transportation, we have buses, trains, tram, metro, everything. So everything is very well connected within Spain. And also if you want to travel to Europe, you could, for example, fly from through Barcelona to Germany for 62 euros. So if you have time during the weekends, you could fly on a Friday and be back on a Sunday. Traveling is very cheap and everything is very well connected.
Regarding transportation, there's no Uber in Spain. Yeah, unfortunately, it's forbidden. So you have different taxis. Yeah, but Uber hasn't gotten there just yet.
It got there, but it got to Madrid, but they said it was, the taxi companies complained that it was against the law. They fought for it. They lobbied against it, and it's no longer allowed. So forget about Uber. My dad went to Poland a couple of weeks ago. He's like, the first time I used Uber. But yeah, usually taxi services are pretty reliable. Make sure if you're gonna move somewhere, imagine you go to Madrid, Barcelona, or Bilbao, or anywhere. When you first get there, you won't be needing to use taxis, but for the time I imagine you go out and you get stranded because you missed the last train. Make sure to write down the number of at least one taxi company, because that could save you instead of waiting. Because sometimes, at least in not my city, but the capital of my province, on Saturdays you only have trains back to my town every 2 hours, so 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m. During the week you don't. So if you get stranded by any chance, a taxi company could save your life, because you don't really want to walk 20 kilometers from town to town. Some people, I've walked 6 kilometers from town to town after going out, but that was with a lot of friends. You don't want to walk alone. Particularly if you're a girl. But that's the same everywhere else. I don't think it's different from here. But yeah, definitely do that.
Something else I can think of about the cities is that they're not as square as they are here. Maybe the newer parts are, but what's your name, sorry? As Paula was saying, they have an old part, obviously, and that wasn't built in an organized manner. So then streets can be confusing. And so, yeah, it's good to have a map for the first weeks, or if you use Google Maps, that's a lot better too. And also blocks are usually not as, maybe in Madrid they are, but in Barcelona, perhaps in some places, but blocks here in the US are a lot bigger. If you say walk 4 blocks, in Spain I would expect like, okay, 3 minutes. Here it's like four blocks, it's a lot. So that's a little different. I don't know. Something else?